Hi everybody, I'm back. I just got done making episode 4 of McDonald's, but I came up with an idea today of something I would like to share. And I really hope nobody's getting annoyed by my videos. But I have a few ideas of what to come out with, but I'm going to try to spread them out. And today I'm going to talk about my mommy. And first of all, if anybody cares, the Brewers are winning 4-0. And I'm so happy. And So first of all, my mom passed away on March 31st of 2020, and she had to go to the hospital and have double heart valve surgery, and they said she would be in the hospital for 5 days. And I honestly believe from the bottom of my heart they screwed up her surgery because she completely went downhill after that surgery, and she ended up at 4 hospitals. She had the surgery done at Frederick, then went to St. Luke's, and then St. Francis, and then a hospital in Illinois because her insurance company wouldn't allow her to go anymore in Wisconsin, which is weird. So she had the surgery, and then she started going downhill. Like, constantly couldn't breathe, like, all the time. And, her memory got really bad. Like, she didn't know what she was saying. And it was just really, really sad visiting her. I just, like, I was like, that's not my mom. Like, my dad went every day to visit her, and I could only go once a week, but I couldn't handle it because I was crying when I saw her, and I don't want to get her upset. And, like, for example, I visited her, and she's like, I have a really good dentist. They cleaned my teeth really good today. And like they just like brushed her teeth like it wasn't a dentist. And another thing that happened was my dad went to visit her. I wasn't there, but she was like, "Al, can you get the ice cream in the back seat of my car? I forgot." And my dad's like, "You're not at home. You're at Freighter." And she's like, "Oh, okay." And it was just horrible. And I prayed for her every day. And right now, I still do since she died. I look at her pictures every single day. And that's how I cope. I mean, people cope in different ways. And I miss her, and she took such good care of me. I am so lucky I had her as a mom. And she was at 4 hospitals for within 6 months. She was at Freighter where she had her surgery, St. Luke's, St. Francis, and then the hospital she died at was in Illinois. Her insurance company would not let her stay any more stays in Wisconsin, which is weird. And my sister got a call at work one night when she was working third shift, and they're like, "Your mom isn't doing good." So my sister left work and tried to rush down there as fast as she could. I think it was like an hour and 15-minute drive. And my mom died like 20 minutes before she got there. But my sister got to see her at least. And it was just devastating. And she's buried at a Veterans Memorial Park. I forgot the name of it because my dad was a vet. And he's actually going to be buried on top of her. And we visit her, and the last time I visited her was March 31st on her 1 year anniversary. And I was also cancer free 5 years, so I felt like she was part of that. And I miss her, like, and like I don't think my dad copes with it very well. And I don't know about my brother and sister, but I know they don't like me talking about it, so that's fine. And growing up, my mom was always by my side. Like when I was going to school and stuff, I was graded a low IQ, and I wasn't very smart at all. And when you're below IQ, you can't be in like special ed or low LD learning disability. you have to be in the average rated classes, and everything was just rough for me. And I was constantly skipping school in high school because I just don't want to deal with anything. If I take a test, I'm gonna get like a 20. But I ended up very, very low on credits at the end of my junior year, and it looked like I wasn't gonna graduate on time. And my mom talked to my school counselor, and they got me into an alternative school. And they only allow, I live in Wauwatosa, and they only allow 10 students from Wauwatosa West and Tosa East. I went to West, and I got in. And I had to go to school every day, only 8 to 11. And the work I did was like 5th grade work. They had you do every subject in a folder, and then I was getting straight A's. And I was like, oh my God. And I love going to school. And they give you a weekly report card. And we submitted it to my insurance company for my car, and they gave me a discount. And because I was going 8 to 11, I worked every day at McDonald's from noon to 8. Because at that time, you could only work like 26 hours a week as a 17-year-old. And I was working 12 to 8 because you can work 32 hours. So that was nice, and I made a lot of money. And then after work at 8, I would always go see my boyfriend. So I had a busy day. But I didn't have homework, so that's good. And so my mom helped me through my education a lot. And when I got into my 20s, I don't know what it was, but like I was partying all the time and having people over and partying. I wouldn't come home for days because I would be at someone's house. And like my mom never said anything to me or my dad. And I was working around the clock because I would work 9-hour shifts. They would never be the same shift. It would be at night or in the morning. But, you know, I was in my own world, and so was my parents. And then I had cancer. And when I got released from cancer, my parents very, very much got strict on me. I couldn't leave the house with anybody because they didn't want me to go back to my old ways of being a partier. And a few times I snuck out of the house, went to the bar, and then I wouldn't even have money. I would just go up there, rack up a tab, and then I would call my mom after and tell her what I did, and she would come up there and pay it, otherwise they'd call the police. And that happened like 3 times. And then I used to be a big pothead. And my mom tracked on my phone where I've been going all the time at my drug dealer's house. And she went to their house and dragged me out of there. And I never went back. And because of her, I have the happiest life ever. I'm not doing any bad stuff anymore. And it's fabulous. And I love her so, so, so much. She's an angel. And I just hope I see her again. And I have a daughter that's 18 who died 18 years ago, and she's in heaven, and I just hope they reunited. And that would make me really, really happy. My daughter's name was Angelina, and the word angel's in her name. But I miss my mom. Nobody could replace her. And I'm gonna, well, I don't know. Well, that's all I wanted to say about my mom. And if she's watching down at me, she can see that I made this video, and that makes me happy. Alright guys, good night, take care.